The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
From the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. The result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Well, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, Week 8 to be exact. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. Touchdown, Carolina.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From the 6. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Dante Jackson picks it, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Right here. Hey, alert!
To throw, Mayfield. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On play action, they'll throw. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Powerful running. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
2nd and 5. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 32-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
They'll run the screen with Hubbard.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. Touchdown! DJ Moore. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded right around the 8. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
The Pro Bowl corner, Jason Verrett on the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 4 yards on the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey.
And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Play fake. Mayfield sliding out of the pocket. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here's Mayfield. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Shift. No. Run. Pistol. Hurry. Mike's 49.
Third and short yardage. Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up fourth down. Here's Jamie Gillendow as he'll punt it away for the second time. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
So these two teams, they met in Charlotte earlier in the year with the Panthers coming out on top. So a win here in Atlanta would give them the season sweep.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
There's Trimble, the tight end.
Touchdown, Carolina!
Tommy Trimble.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Panthers are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Mike 17. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Throwing, Mayfield. And this one's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Falcons on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. They go play action. Mayfield. He's going to look deep down the field. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes it at the 7. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And obviously they want that run yardage, so they decline the penalty.
No doubt about it. Smart on their part. They finished off the play. But if you're going to jump, if you're going to commit a penalty, it's your job to finish off the play so you don't give up big gains like that.
They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 45-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Second and 10.
Mayfield on play action. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Panthers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Second and 14. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Mayfield on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
Back to throw here. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
We're just about set to get back to it. Both teams making their final adjustments, and we'll head back to Atlanta and rejoin Brandon in charge.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Takes it at the 7. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Going up top. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Mayfield off the play fake. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And Mayfield will have a first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Like 17.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. To throw, Mayfield.
Swings this out for Hunt.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 14.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
8 yards to go on second down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
On third down, Mayfield. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down. And he pushed it from short distance, wide right. It's no good.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games, and now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Second and 15. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So that one will be accepted. Now back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
McCaffrey on the counter. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
The Panthers on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards, and that'll bring up fourth down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to kick it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on her. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is now 24.
Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to it after the pick six. Mayfield. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons.
Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They're going to look to throw. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got him. And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, Mayfield. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
Alert! Watch the run.
Now Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion, sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off.
And the Panthers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. And with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.